guys might remember when I made this video speaking about the spiritual son of Apostle Mohlala, Prophet Muritho. And I was warning also USPA, saying, you know, these relationships with this type of people or these mandems and so forth, you should be careful and hang away, you know, stay away from these people. They are very weird, strange, they have strange doctrines. We should not endorse that. We should not associate ourselves with these strange teachings that these people align themselves with. Well, looks like we now have a situation that calls for an update. Recently, it's been said that that prophet that I was saying, he was there drunk, that same one who had an accident, has been arrested, as you can see right here, and there are charges of, you can see, we don't need to say anymore and stuff like that. These people, they go too far, but these particular ones are new charges. This is not something old. Okay, we'll read that particular article just now. We'll go through some of the things that it actually says. It's posted by Giyani View on Facebook. Now, before I actually even do that, I want to remind that there is also an audio from Parapara FM that was recorded and posted online, which actually discusses some of his in and out with jail, this entire thing that he gets involved with. Now you'll understand what we were warning SPA about. It's the Actuality Show, the daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time of year, to be sure to check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comment, and I'm gonna check you out over there. Now, as I stated, this is what we were warning USPA about. This type of mandems, they're involved in too many things. Not only do they have false doctrine, but they have too many things that they are involved in. Now, if you remember, just a second, I'll come back to that. Why do I have audio? All right, we'll go back then. That's the audio of the Parapara FM interview. We're gonna go there just in a second. So you'll remember the post came out showing that he had been involved in an accident with the Mercedes-Benz car and stuff like that. And we did find a picture that actually matches that particular car that he had an accident with, which was this one right here. Right. And so, and there was also subjects about things of him being drunk during the accident. We don't know. The police can tell us if that was the case and all that entire jazz. But then you'll remember in that video I made, it was right around the time when SPA had just gone there. And my issue was, this type of relationships, they will taint your image. Endorsing pastors who are clearly in false doctrine will cost you. Now, this brings us straight into these charges, okay? These new charges that are on him. It says, trends, you can see, it's by Giyani View there. It says, Prophet Muritho, 36 years old, has been remanded into custody after he appeared in Toyando Magistrate Court today, was yesterday, Mandems, facing charges of, I dare not say those words, okay? It says, our trusted sources said that the famous prophet owns church in Sebasa, namely the faith of what. Very, okay. The prophet will spend the weekend in the correctional services. Okay. And then it goes on to state, you know, these are new charges. Now for him, this already spells itself as certain because there was an audio that once came out where he a girl was saying no. So he has these tendencies of seeing himself. Yeah, there was an audio where he was trying to get by force. Documented. This is a spiritual son of Apostle Mohlala. This is what we were warning Uspa about. It's not jealous. Jealousy for what? Every man runs his ministry how he sees fit. Such associations will taint. Now, in that audio that I was talking about, done by Parapara FM, what was being said there? That's it. So, as the police, this was on Parapara FM, the vendor radio station under SABC, right? They said it's according to the records that they have, it's not the first time they are touching hands with this man them.
Ravelesa por mapolisa mararu kali wopunga ridamba ravelesa por mapolisa mararu aruka machino chipenga bako diba wengelo nange netke ndi pulukwane ngamara musi obana kombo ya modoro yetu yao yabone bukati gure mapolisa kana vene mapolisa.
So there are 3 policemen who are in hospital at Netcare in Polokwane because they were involved in an accident, which is that accident that we just showed right now.
Isa na chendezi cha abo Muritho ba zuko chenda ngana de kelepo.
How are we finding that details on that?
No, no, kwa kusema mashoro wadaba na mrandu wa urira masaro ndo uburu ma ite chemepepe ya tando ngivera ani bachikovelere mwashinga boiria burati no saba machote mwashi apola nika bupwa chisauru une abore nika badene kana kagondolendo urwana la R524 une ukusimbeza modoro uwa bogo chimbira abafunzi ane bya dora kwa mwashi wodoskora wadoba kandira ya wodo libana na modoro mo polisa.
Okay, so he is stating in his report right now that the car traveled straight into a head-on collision into the path of where the police were driving. It was his car that went out of its way.
Sumba wachera utukera tungo rotando uyutuko batungo rotando mwashi ya wodope dei modoro chibobe kana ngachapanda mwashi ungaspa tsezoro mapolisa mararo abaveni kana kama dora mapolisa odosikara badogo bara bukuma bapedza bachoishwa bongere ne kama na kuma mwashi bakadwa bongere ne batupezia kama dora hoyo abagochimba bafundu simba zawo na mwashi
So there was a lady in his car. You see, now that's the detail I had heard in the previous one, but I didn't want to say it, but now you are hearing it officially that there was a lady in the car. It's not his wife. This man, them and women, some of these warnings that we serve out, people take them lightly, but these people they are used to being dodgy, into dodgy man business, into all these things. Continue.
Rinavele sapori bapala mrabo sumbedzi sauri una aba mutwe asutoma bachidwana dzapa mapolisani imilandu mimwe ye baba farwa bako farwa yone ndi milandu de one kuchimira.
So since you said earlier on that there's been interactions with the law with this particular mandam, what kind of cases was he brought about? There are cases of him forcing himself in there. Even though he doesn't have the reports on what happened about those cases. So there he confirms these cases were there. he might have been released, but this case he had been arrested in relation to all this other dodgy man business that he was involved. So yes, right now the report is that that particular pastor has been arrested. That false prophet Muritho has been arrested. Dodgy man business. And now you hear stories that he was with a lady in the car, and her as well, she is in the hospital. People are used to dodgy man business. So when we were warning, people say, no, this one has no discernment. Yeah, this one is. These ones, you can't warn them. They have gone too far. They are too much into those things of theirs. Their goal now is just to mislead people, mislead believers into whatever. When people hear the warnings and they don't take them, that's what happens. Now there's new charges. Stay away from woman them. No, people keep going there. But to each and every man his own. I'll give you an update and when something actually does happen. On this one, I'm giving this update because now there's two different reports. There is another thing. I did see posts on Facebook of people claiming they were showing the pictures, because the storyline around that is that the prophet had some in I don't know, he had a party or something, or he was in a party environment. It was just a little bit too much inside there, that he was in an environment where there were these people, and then invited two ladies, I think, to his house. Then one of these ladies said she wanted to go to the bathroom, and that's how the story then comes out. So on Facebook right now, there are people posting the pictures of the person who they say is the lady. I'm not gonna post those pictures because I don't know if that's the case. Okay, so I'm just gonna stay off it until there is an update and I know for sure that that's the lady that's been actually associated. But apart from that, stay away from woman them. Structurally show with daily Christian commentary videos. It helps to heed warning. Ignoring it constantly when we're talking about him being drunk, when we're talking about, if you continue to shut your ears concerning things like this end up happening. But in this case, the girl does not seem to be Christian, or she's people in the world and stuff like that and all that. But that's not justifying his act if that's what happened. Okay? Yes, that's not. We're not saying that justify. I just don't want to show that here because I don't know if that's the case. People might just be posting a random person and stuff like that. There's been many stories around this man. Many stories. There was a girl that came out saying that she has a child and he is not taking care of the child. Bear in mind, he is married, and the girl who had come out is not his wife. They are used to dodgy man business. Tricky. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments, and I'm gonna see you at 7 o'clock. We have a live stream tonight. Y'all have a good one.